It's been 15 years since the attack on the World Trade Center in New York City. Much less talked about is its 15-year legacy of paranormal phenomena. Beginning just before the very first photographs of the attack on the Twin Towers, evidence of their metaphysical presence continues to accumulate. It should have been impossible for the passengers or the crew to make cell phone calls from Flight 11 and Flight 175, which were flying at 29,000 feet and 31,000 feet, respectively. According to Bill Rojas, a director at IDCAP, cell reception is lost at about 10,000 feet. It truly was miraculous that at least 3 calls were successfully placed from Flight 11 and at least 4 calls from Flight 175 that provided us with our only warning of the terrorist plot. Faces of the devil emerged from photographs and videos of the smoke rising from the burning towers, which can still be seen on YouTube and many other internet sites. While the Christian Bible says that Satan is a fallen angel, the Koran says that Satan was created from fire. In the Jewish Bible, Satan is something put in our path, an obstacle to be overcome, an opportunity for us to grow. It took 9 months to clear the site of the debris, totaling 1.8 million tons of rubble. This was moved by the truckload to a Staten Island landfill. Volunteers there were known as the sifters. They sifted through the rubble and the remains, finding 54,000 personal objects and identifying 1,200 people who had perished. NYPD Police Sergeant Frank Mara was there too. He wrote a book about his experience called From Landfill to Hallowed Ground. While conducting interviews for his book, a retired crime scene detective asked him, "Did you ever hear the stories about the old Red Cross worker trying to serve sandwiches and coffee out by the sifters?" That's when Mara remembered he had seen the apparition himself. An African-American woman, dressed in the style of a Red Cross worker from World War II, in a white uniform, holding a tray of sandwiches. At first, Mara thought it was another volunteer, but on second glance, the specter always seemed to have disappeared. Other cops had also seen her. Most likely, this was a soul collector, helping earthbound spirits to pass on to the other side. Before the tower was rebuilt, the Millennium Hilton Hotel overlooked the site of Ground Zero. A visitor from the UK stayed there in the summer of 2003, in a room overlooking the site. Though he was alone, he remembers feeling like there was a crowd of people inside his room. He did not sleep that night. The Hilton staff, in booking and reception, avoided renting out rooms on the side of the building with a view of Ground Zero, because of the large number of complaints from the guests who stayed on that side, some of whom had nightmares, where the victims of 9/11 were pressing themselves against the windows. In the 9/11 Memorial Museum, the centerpiece is a 30-foot girder, bent and deformed from the impact with the nose of the Flight 11 aircraft. Before the museum was even open to the public, a face appeared to construction workers, which can still be seen on the surface of the girder. Some of the workers were frightened to work too near the display. They named it the Angel of 9/11 because it appears to look down in anguish and horror at museum visitors. The Freedom Tower echoes the fate of its predecessor. In storms with high wind, this building, which is the tallest building in the United States, sings with the voice of an angelic choir, paying haunting tribute to the loss of 3,000 innocent souls. Also, it is reported that between floor 93 and floor 99 of the Freedom Tower, if you are standing at the windows between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m., you may experience yourself a most horrific apparition, which is that of a ghost plane on a glide path from which it cannot disengage.
I have seen some of the experiments shown in this film actually carried out